All right. I know there's guys out here that are struggling just like I have in the past with you are ambitious. You are an ambitious young man, but you feel lazy. You have these goals, you have these aspirations of things that you really want to do, but you can't seem to get started. You can't seem to take action. You can't seem to get the ball rolling. You have these ideas and you see these people on Instagram and everywhere else on YouTube, and they're living this lifestyle and you want that, but you feel stuck. You feel like you're battling resistance and you can't push past the resistance. Well, this video is for you. I'm going to help you just like how I've been able to help myself overcome this. And it took me years, bro. But go ahead and hit subscribe if you're not subscribed already. Let's get into it. Number one, ambition means nothing without action. So you can have all the dreams, all the goals, aspirations of who you want to become and what you want to accomplish. But if you don't take action, you're not going to get there, bro. You can watch all the YouTube videos, you can read all the books, but if you don't just start taking action, you're never going to get anywhere. I would say for about 5 years after I was in the Marine Corps for 4 years, I went to college and I started getting in the personal development, self-improvement space, consuming YouTube content, reading books around the 2019 timeframe. And bro, for about 4 or 5 years, I was just reading, watching a ton of content, probably 90% consumption and 10% production of actually taking action. You have to take action. You have to just start. And you can have all this ambition in the world. You can have all the goals. You can do the manifestations and journaling, which are all great things, but if you're not just doing things that are moving the needle, you're not going to get anywhere, right? Now, the second thing you got to understand is time is running out, bro. Time is of the essence. You have to understand this, that time is the most valuable asset you have. And time is a depreciating asset that we can't get back. And it's very, very precious. You have to act like today is all that you have. We're not promised a year from now. We're not promised anything except for the present moment today. So a good thought exercise I want you to try is think about if tomorrow wasn't promised, would you still do what you're about to do today? In other words, if you knew for a fact that you weren't going to be here tomorrow, would you still carry yourself through the day like you do right now? Mediocre, not keeping promises to yourself, not sticking to routine, not taking action, not living your life with intention, not living your life like on autopilot. Time is running out. Life is unpredictable and your seconds here are numbered, bro. And the clock is ticking. The clock is ticking. And if you knew when you were going to die, which we are all going to die one day. When we were born, it was our birthright that you will die. We will all die. It was our birthright. You just don't know when that is. But if you actually knew when you were going to die, you would move differently. The third thing I want you to do is you have to start small, but stay consistent. Consistency is it, man. It's just all these people that you see that are doing what you want to do. It's just time in the game and being consistent. It's consistently showing up when you don't feel like it. Especially when you don't feel like it. Because it's about being in the long game, whether it's trying to build a business, finishing school, leveling up your career, building resources and money, building your body. All these things take time and consistency. It's not about being 100% on point. It's about being 80 to 85% at the least is what you need. And I know that I've struggled with perfection in the past and trying to be perfect. Oh, I don't have the perfect camera. I don't have the right mic. I don't have enough money. I don't have this. I don't have that. It's all these bullshit cope excuses that we make. that you're probably telling yourself. It's holding you back. You have to take action. Consistency and action, consistent action is what you need. And when you start doing that, you're going to get momentum. It's just a very reckless and unproductive mindset to think that it's got to be perfect. It's not. Nothing's ever going to be perfect. It's just, there's never a perfect time. There's never like the right moment, right? The right moment is now, to take action now on what you want to do. I waited and waited and waited because I cared what other people thought. It wasn't the perfect time. It wasn't the right time. There's never a perfect time. You have to learn to dance in the rain. You have to learn to just start. And honestly, sometimes you put your parachute on as you're jumping out of the plane, right? As you're falling. And you just figure it out as you go, and you learn through experience. You learn through action, okay? Just take the smallest, most sustainable step that you can today. Imperfect action beats perfect inaction every time, okay? Number 4, you've got to make action easy for yourself. Remove the friction in your life. Don't overcomplicate it. If you're trying to get in shape, go to the closest gym. Put it on your calendar. Put your clothes out the night before. Put exactly what you're going to do at the gym, where you're going to go, how long you're going to be there. Set up your environment for success. If you're trying to eat better, don't keep bullshitting your house. Simple. I don't keep stuff here because I don't want to binge. I don't even want to have the temptation. Now, do I still enjoy stuff? Yeah, I do. With my YouTube content, I use a freaking iPhone, by the way. I've been using an iPhone. I have my mic. I have a cable that I hook it up with. I have a light. I have the most minimalist setup ever. And I knew that I had to have systems in place for me to do this, to be consistent. I literally have my tripod right here. I have my camera on my phone right here. I'm looking right at you. I have my mic here. I have a little cable adapter that all I have to do is hook it up. If I want to stand up and talk, I stand up desk, goes up. I turn my light on, my ring light. I have an LED light in the back here, and then I have another one that's against the wall. And then there's a lamp back there. It's it. Basically, for me to shoot a YouTube video, it literally takes me like 1 minute, 2 minutes just to get everything set up just like this, right? Less friction. I usually know exactly, generally, when I'm going to record content, especially during the week. And I know when I'm going to be working out during the day. You've got to have systems in place. You have to. And there's tools like ChatGPT these days. I use it every single day, all the time, for literally everything. Now, it's kind of scary to think where this is going, but I digress. It's completely embedded into our society, and you can leverage this technology to help you streamline your processes and to come up with a game plan, okay? But you got to remove friction so that way you can stay consistent and take action. Number 5, become who you want to be now. So you have this vision of who you want to become, right? You have this idea of this person, which, and you haven't done this exercise yet. I encourage you to do it. You need to write out exactly your ideal version of yourself, the ascended version of yourself. Who is that man? What does he do? What kind of people is he around? What is he doing with his life? How much money does he have? What is he doing for work? How is he serving people? Everything. You have to get like super detailed with it. But you have to visualize your ideal self, how he eats, how he trains, how he works, how he lives, how he moves, how he carries himself throughout the day. Start acting like him right now, today. Because identity drives behavior, right? Shift the way you see yourself and your habits will follow. Let me give you a great example. So I can't watch porn. I don't like porn. I can't watch it. There's been times in the past where I was tempted, but I quit porn like a year ago. Like for good, I quit it. And if you struggle with porn, I have a video on that. Definitely check it out. There's at least 1 or 2 videos on it. I don't like to watch it. I only want to have sex with a woman because it doesn't align with who I am. I feel dirty after I do it. It's not fulfilling. It's not the same as having a real experience with a woman. And I just can't do it, especially now that I do YouTube. I can't do it, man. I can't even go there because it doesn't align with the vision I have of myself, the identity that I created. I killed my old self and rebuilt this new identity in my mind of who I am. And it's so important to do that because you want to be congruent. It causes something called cognitive dissonance. when you aren't doing something that feels right. Like if I have an identity that I create for myself and I do actions that are not aligned with that, it feels off, right? So become who you want to be now. 6 is set a clear destination. You can't hit a target you haven't defined, okay? You've got to get clear on the life you actually want and then reverse engineer it. Your goals are your compass. Without one, you're just drifting. So, again, you need to outline this stuff. A Google Doc, journal, handwrite it, Google Doc. It doesn't matter. You need to outline. 2 prompts for you. What is your ideal life look like? What does it look like? Okay. Everything. Where you live, what kind of people you're around, what you do for work, what kind of woman you're with, what you look like, what you're just get very, very detailed. It kind of goes what I said a second ago. You need to write this out. You need to have a strong, compelling vision for your life, okay? And you have to have a mission, an overarching mission. What are you here to do? You are here to discover what your gifts are, your God-given gifts, and give those gifts to mankind. And this can be in any way, shape, or form. Paid or not paid, volunteer, it doesn't matter. It's serving humanity with your gifts. Then you also need to write out, what does the bane of your existence look like? What does your life look like in worst case scenario? And that's a hard pill to swallow. It's tough to do it, but I encourage you to do it because it will keep you aligned. It will keep you motivated to stay the course and to do the hard things, the things that you don't feel like doing, because you believe in where you're going. If you don't have a specific target to hit, you're not going to hit your target. Find accountability or community. This community is what we're building here. The Ascended Man, where I help you forge strength, elevate your spirit, and lead with purpose. I'm building a tribe here. This is not doomer guys. Yeah, there's some doomer guys on here, but you need to get around guys who are doing what you want to do. You need to get around guys who make you feel good, positive, uplifting, people who are trying to get after it and level up in their life. So online communities, school communities. I'm building a community here, so that's why you need to like the video and subscribe and comment, because this helps. It helps the freaking algorithm. It helps more people discover this right here, so we can help more people and eventually build a school community. But you got to get around people in real life, CrossFit gyms, going to the gym, finding friends, local meetups, just connecting with guys. There's tons of like online communities and things that you can do with people and networking events and whatnot. But you need accountability. You need to have I understand the lone wolf mentality. I was doing that for years, but going solo is harder. Yes, you're on your own journey, but you need to join a group, find a coach, or you need to partner with someone on a similar mission, because sharing your progress keeps you honest and consistent. And we all need that accountability. If you want to have some insight into your life, like I do one-to-one coaching video calls. My email is in the video description. It's also in my bio. Shoot me an email. We can set up a 1-hour call and we can come up with a game plan for you. But you need to connect with guys that are winners. You got to get rid of these loser friends, people who are not trying to level up their lives. And you got to make room for new people to come into your life, and old people can get replaced. That's how it works. You want to look. I once heard somebody say, you never want to be the smartest person in the room. You need to get around people who inspire you to grow, who push you to grow, who see the potential in you that you may not even fully see yourself. That's the kind of people that you want to get in your circle. You want to have a strong tribe, a strong community. The 9th thing here is you've got to understand life doesn't slow down for you. Life slows down for no man. You must speed up. Time is of the essence. And the older that you get, the less free time you'll have, right? More responsibilities, more distractions. That's why the time to build your foundation is right now. It's not later. If you're a guy right now, if you're in your 20s or 30s and you're watching this, look, I'm going to be 34 this summer. I'm not married. I don't have any kids yet. I would like to have that one day, but I've realized that now is the time that I should be buckling down and getting after it, because I have all the time to myself, and there is absolutely no reason right now why you should not be busting your ass, working every day, working on the weekends. Take time to chill, yes, but get after it, bro. The clock is ticking. Are you becoming the person that you want to be? You have to build now. You have to build right now. And you have to look, it could not be an easier time to be lazy right now and to just kind of drift and coast through life, right? Couldn't be an easier time, but it also could not be an easier time to get ahead because people are just chilling. So if you're ambitious, man, remember, you need to destroy the laziness. You have to bite the bullet. Understand your time is limited. Take small, consistent action daily and start acting like the man you want to become. Get those wins in. Structure your day. Have a plan. Figure out where you want to head to, what direction you're going, and go there. And work like hell. Keep chipping away every single day, even when it's tough, even when you don't feel like it. Get up, even when you don't feel like it. Stick to a schedule. Get up early. Just get up early. You know what? For several years, I was getting up at 5:30 a.m. Why? Because most people aren't. And it just does something for you mentally. I would get up at 5:30 a.m. There's even a period of time where I did 4 or 4:30 a.m. But for 2 years straight, I was getting up at 5 a.m. I was going to the gym every single morning. Come back home, eat breakfast, start work. I did it even when I didn't get 7 or 8 hours of sleep. I did it even when I was tired, even when it was cold, even when I didn't feel like it, even when I was sore. I still showed up for myself. Do you know what that does for your confidence? It does something for your confidence, but it helps you in every area of your life. Guys that are trying to get consistent and get their shit together, I always tell them, get up at 5 a.m. every day and go work out. Are you going to have the best workout? You're not going to feel the strongest. It's going to be hard, yes, but it's going to make you more mentally resilient, and you're going to build up those mental calluses in your mind. Just like in the gym, we go to the gym, guys, and we work out and we get calluses on our hand. It's the same thing, just like David Goggins says, you have to callus your mind. Also, too, listen to guys like Greg Plitt, rest in peace, legend, David Goggins, all these kind of guys, Jocko Willink. You know, I was in the military, so I have a lot of discipline that's instilled in me. It's easier for me to tap into that. But consistent daily actions. The one thing I wish I would have done, man, is just be consistent with everything. Don't quit. Don't quit. Just keep going and take action. Today it starts and it continues and it never ends. So anyway, that's all good for you guys today. Comment down below. Let me know what's the one thing that you are struggling with right now. It helps me make better content for you guys that hits harder. And subscribe again. I'll catch you guys tomorrow.